Okay. We got work to do. There we go. I'm just gonna use the music.nintendo.com for music from now on, just because it's easier than YouTube. We have merely 4,567 hours remaining for me to be able to get this Quagsire and transfer it all the way up. Yeah, so the Nintendo Music app, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you're just able to, like, listen to Nintendo music. And, they added, PC support for it recently. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Bro, if I just get it immediately, that'd be fantastic. Be the shortest stream ever. Bingo!
Meanwhile, I've got my work cut out for me. I've got full playthroughs of Platinum, Heart Gold, Black technically white up until capturing Thunderous, Black 2, X, Y, Sun, and Ultra Moon to get through. The focus, though, is League Ribbons for my main team and a living Pokédex.
Everything is so scrambled on this. I wish I had a better way to, like, organize everything that was on this screen right here. Na 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 na. Scramble it more. We've got a lot of stuff here. We got various numbers meaning different things. Na, 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 na. Two of them immediately broke out. One was caught. Hooray. How was Power Up Colosseum? It was good. It was a lot of fun. I think I accidentally hit the minus. Yeah, I did.
Nope.
So not that time. But maybe this time? There's a variety of things I could have done to make this easier. Like doing the Master Ball method instead of going for a Luxury Ball. But the Luxury Ball is... Hey, did they both wake up? Are you serious? No, one's male, one's female. I was like, do I happen to have, like, the exact same RNG seed on both of these? Other way around. It's one. The Wavebird is the controller, but it's three Wavebird receivers, all on the same channel as one controller.
Nope.
How much money was I able to donate personally? None. I am not in a great financial situation. Which is why I'm proud to announce that September, we'll be doing a subathon to celebrate my, my partner anniversary and my VTuber anniversary. I'm also gonna try and knock out as many of the sub goals as possible.
Nope.
That's 3. You gonna do the vertical thing for a sub discount tomorrow? Yes. I hope it's not the kind of thing that, like, sets itself up automatically and just like, oh, it's gonna use the power of AI to turn your horizontal one into a vertical one. No. I'd rather get that. I'd rather make that layout myself, thank you. Got enough going on with AI as it is. I don't need any more. Don't forget to opt out, by the way, of the AI thing. Because like one of the higher-ups at Twitch said, they had to make it opt out by design because if it was opt in, then nobody would opt in. It's like they knew that nobody would like it, but they couldn't they couldn't fight back against Daddy Amazon. I don't know if they even wanted to fight back against Daddy Amazon. Bingo! Silmerwin T, thank you for the 106 months tier 1. Agent G, thank you for the 15 months of Prime.
Nope. Nope.
Because it's either they agreed with no problem to do the opt-in AI thing, which makes them giant douchebags, or they tried to fight back and Daddy Amazon started taking off his belt. Tom. 100 bits from Celebi Son.
I got my manatee plush last week, and it will make an excellent Halloween decoration.
Hooray! I do not have a date in mind. It's just going to be at some point. Gotta talk to Matt Bragg at some point as well, because he was like, hey, wanna just do a marathon where we're hunting this thing for a while? And I'm like, yeah.
Nope.
Dell was like, nope. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot Amazon was doing that. They're buying rare books to scan them into AI and then destroy the original. I feel like the AI bubble has like a ton of holes in it already, and it's just like people are pouring like billions of dollars to keep the pump going, to keep the bubble inflated.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, Power Colosseum was a lot of fun. I had fun like doing like behind the scenes stuff with for the bumpers. One of my favorites was the like giving little notes and on things like to change and like see how they go. Like so the original thing was that for the AI bumper we did, which was the one where it was essentially like, we're scanning your favorite streamer into as me, so you could watch them forever all the time. There's one bit where Andrew's talking about like, you know, we like your head or we like your mind or something like that. The original take was for all of us to just like stare like coldly at the camera. And then I pitched the dude fuck off bit. Na 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 na. Why did you just say fuck off to Andrew in that bumper? Because the idea was that like none of the people working on it wanted to work on it was the implication. At least what I had in mind. Where he's like, where Andrew's like spouting off like buzzwords and whatnot about this new AI thing, and we're just like, go away! I don't know how many disc-only intros happened.
Nope. Nope, nope.
Na 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 na. Was Jared informed that he was a couch? I don't know. I asked people watching to say that to tell him he was a couch. I don't know if he's been informed on that though. Battle fans are always welcome here. Oh yeah, and then I went to Super Nintendo World with a group. I was split between going to Super Nintendo World and with a bunch of people that I only met that weekend, or spending time with like older friends like Claire and Steven and Dan going Jepson going video game shopping. I opted for Super Nintendo World partly because the new people I met were really cool and it was a lot of fun hanging out with them, but also like I cannot imagine myself being in a situation where I could freely travel to an amusement park. At least not in the foreseeable future. So I figured I'd take the opportunity since Red Bull paid for like the flight and the lodging. Bingo! I figure if the only expense I had to pay in that regard was like for the
crab.
If the only expense I had to pay in regard to like a Universal trip was just the the ticket and whatever it cost inside of that, it was probably my best opportunity to do so on a budget.
Nope.
Arctic Mason
Hi,
300 bits.
Sisyphus. I mean, oh, Tom.
I got 50 out of the 200 stamps you can get in Super Nintendo World. I missed out on a bunch because for some reason the Mario Kart ride wouldn't scan my power up band. Also, they are devious with how they do
Nope.
They are devious with how they do the achievement system in the Super Nintendo World app, rather in the Universal app for that. Because first off, it's almost impossible to get around to everything in one day. Like, let's be real. It's a theme park. There's going to be long lines for rides and everything. I wonder if there's any way for me to like fix this issue without having to restart the whole thing. Because yeah, right now I'm stuck in this title screen. It was a Monday, but it was also summer, so it was still crowded. But like they have stamps for which season you happen to visit Super Nintendo Land in. Curious if any input will work on this. Alright, well, it's reading that as player 2. So that's not gonna help me. Alright, I just gotta reset this. Na 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 na. I gotta catch 'em all! Can we make Nintendo music requests? The only reason I say no to that is because it's hard for me to juggle all 3 consoles and handle the jukebox at the same time.
Nope.
How many Pokemon are there total? 10, 25? Is it? And that's after the DLC, right? Scooter 111688, thank you for the 58 months of tier 1.
I can't believe we are finally getting a sequel to Ninja Baseball Batman in the future. How neat is that?
I'm assuming it's not associated with DC.
Nope.
Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I don't think it really matters to like dwell on things like odds for this, just because like as a set, yes, I should be like like there's a 60% chance that I should have gotten it already, but each individual one is still an 8,192 and 1 odd. I heard Tokon, Marvel Tokon's been doing poorly because the DRM has been eating up too many resources. Why do they stick with Denuvo? Nobody likes Denuvo. Stop trying to make Denuvo happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not fetch. You have to log into PS. Oh my god.
Nope.
I miss Total Biscuit. Not only, like, was he very much, like, vocally against, like, the stuff that game companies were doing, he was really good at rallying people to take a stand against it.
Nope. Nope.
I think I used Spore on the wrong Pokemon on the top right. See that Bandai Namco posted a video of modded Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. It was modded in a way where the to make the shaders look more like two-dimensional, like more anime-like. They got called out on it immediately. Whether or not it's a bad thing is up in the air. What's the timer counting down to? When Pokemon Bank closes. That's yeah, it's kind of like up to your opinion for whether or not it's like good or bad. That, cause I hope that means like they're sort of like encouraging a modding community, you know? Because not every company will do that. Nintendo. Nintendo just like fans kind of just live with it.
Nope.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, that made me think back to
Nope.
the Larian Studio stream where they were caught having the Withers Big Naturals mod installed while they were playing.
Nope.
He started playing that when he met Withers for the first time. He installed that mod. Incredible. I'm watching Jeremy and Kat play Baldur's Gate on his YouTube channel. They just got to the what is it? They just got to they just talked where I'm at currently and where the current episode is, I guess. They're in the Grove. I just saw them talk to Kaga for the first time. Whether or not they saved the tiefling child from being bitten by a snake, you just have to watch for yourself. This is the song about 5 dead babies. 5 dead babies at the bottom of a lake. This is the song about 5 dead babies. 5 dead babies who were bitten by a snake.
Nope.
Even his sad songs are toe tappers. That was from Harmon Quest, which is essentially like Pathfinder if played by a bunch of improv comedians.
Nope.
Oh my god, time keeps on slipping into the future!
Nope.
I kind of wonder if they could give us another way to transfer Pokemon up without requiring a service. I'm trying to think of like the freest, cheapest, easiest way that would still
Party Hat, congrats on your stream-iversary.
Thank you, Typhlosion. That would still kind of like keep the integrity of it, where like you wouldn't just be able to like clone Pokemon to send them up. And the only thing I could think of would be another 3DS app that'd be able to connect to Pokemon Home. Which I don't think they'd want to, like, produce. Best options eventually reach Gens 3 through 7 in the eShop and have cross-gen compatibility handled by Pokemon Home. Actually, well, that would really depend. I think another idea, man, yeah, because you could, that would still leave Gen 3 in the dust. I was thinking, like, what if you...
Nope, nope.
What if they made it so you could trade with the older consoles in some way? And they've kind of already, like, they're, like, Gen 3 is pretty much just, like, out the window on that one, because they've already done Fire Red and Leaf Green. If they do something with, like, Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, then, like, that's a big maybe. Because then you would have to have, because, like, the Game Boy didn't have, like, built-in wireless communication. And I doubt they would sell, like, a link cable to USB in order to be able to make it, like, compatible. I could see it with, like, the DS games, though. If both, like, if they manage to re-release the DS games, and it's like the old DS games are on a... The old DS games are on a wireless, or rather, both the DS and the Switch are on the same wireless network. Be able to trade in, like, a union room that way. Gen 4 is Pal Park, which is that would only work if they're able to read the save file for Gen 3. And who knows how much work they would put into that. I think they're okay. So then I guess the solution is once they eventually do release Generation 4, have it able to read the save files to transfer. No, but that would still leave old Gen 3 games in the dust.
Nope.
Game Boy Advance wireless adapter? Ruby and Sapphire weren't compatible with that. Only Fire, Red, Leaf, Green, and Emerald were. Xenotype C, they give it 37 months of Tier 1. I don't want him to go bankrupt. I love Pokemon. You kidding me? I'm just like, I'm trying to think of, like, solutions, though.
Nope.
I'm so surprised at the outrage behind Pokemon Bank going down. It wasn't an if, it was a when, and at least they still give us time for it. They told us so long ago was happening. They don't have a replacement. Yeah, and I'm trying to like workshop replacements.
Nope.
Sounds like an F-Zero, like an F-Zero X song. I'm just saying I think there are solutions. I think Gen 3 is washed, though. I don't think... Oh, no, wait, no, that doesn't... Okay, no, yeah, no, I see now. You transfer from Gen 3 to Gen 4 on the actual hardware, and then if... And it's a big if. I hope they do this, because I think it'd be a great idea, and it would probably, you know, cull some of the anger towards Pokemon Bank shutting down. If they ever release Gen 4 on the Switch, and, I think, like, being able to trade with the DS consoles would be the best solution. I don't know how possible it is. I'm not a programmer. I do not know the interior structure of the Switch or the DS. It might be possible, it might not be, but I think it's a good idea.
Nope.
You transfer your Pokemon from 3 to 4 with your own DS, and then you could trade them to the DS. You trade them from the DS to the Switch in order to transfer them up. That'd be a great solution. Honestly, I'm of the mind that, like, being able to trade, not even like something that goes directly to Pokemon Home, but being able to trade with the older games, I think would be the best solution, because it would be the least, it would require the least amount of, like, it wouldn't require the consumer to buy something. It would just be something in the game. You already have the DS, you already have the game, and you just be able to trade it over. To me, that's the best solution.
Nope, nope.
It's, Union Room is over the DS Wireless, which the Switch also has local communication. I'd be interested to see if they do end up releasing, the 4th and above generation games, if and how they would handle online features. God, if they just made it the Wild West like they did with Diamond and Pearl, because you remember the what was it, the Wi-Fi tower in
Nope.
in Diamond and Pearl was just full of hacked Pokemon. There are two main things I don't like about VGC. One is open team sheets. I'm of the mind that that Pokemon should be played more like poker than chess. where it's based on reading your opponent and not knowing what cards they hold. You tend to see the same teams over and over and over again in VGC, especially once it becomes established. That's a problem I have no idea how they would fix. Because no matter what game you're playing, there's inevitably going to be a meta where very few strategies tower over the rest. That's part of the reason why I like how Champions is set up. I mean, like any game is gonna be like that, or any Pokemon game is gonna be like that until you go to an actual in-person tournament.
Nope.
But I get the element of surprise on my opponent so often with the team I play.
Bingo!
Who the heck is actually running Spicy Extract on Scovillain?
107 months.
No one,
Wish
that's
I
who.
had a witty message, but oh well, Tom Face.
Tiger, thank you for the 107 months of Tier 1. Spicy Extract is Scovillain's signature move. Nobody's running that.
Nope.
Bro, the main strategy I built my team around was Spicy Extract and Lash Out. And because Scovillain is so slow, I had to run Choice Scarf on it in order to make it 1 speed point faster than Annihilate for Lash Out.
Nope.
And even then, Spicy Extract still comes in handy. And if it turns out Spicy Extract isn't good, I'm fine with being locked into Rage Powder. I mean, like, I think, like, they mean more modes as in, like, more freedom to control how you battle. Like, there's no 6v6 mode when there really should be. When your N64 predecessor has more features than your current, up-to-date, like, more or less, like, for-profit game, then we got a problem. I would say that Champions is more like Battle Revolution 2, as opposed to Stadium 3. But even then, you can't, like, it's Battle Revolution 0.5. Hey! Had a hilarious match with an employee on the other day where opponent used memento on him, triggering competitive 4 times. Wouldn't it only trigger it twice? I want to check these, then I'm gonna run an ad break. Because I gotta use the bathroom.
Nope, nope, nope. Look at some other music on this when we get back from the break. BRB. Believe it or not, I'm dead.
That just reminds me of something Charlie and I quote a lot from you, which is your Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough when you were in the Toy Story area, and at one point you started singing, "You got a friend in me, you got a friend in me, when a car comes down the road and you get run over and you're dead."
God, I used to be funny.
Hey, I'm Dead Impulse. Guess what? Distraction.
God damn it. Stop making my dog
I'm
swear.
sorry you find me so f***ing distracting. I'll f***ing shut up for a bit.
Stop making my dog swear.
What if we jump in the tornado?
I wouldn't
You will
do
get
that.
flung and possibly die.
But haven't you ever seen that movie, The Wizard of Oz?
Oh my god.
Yes, the witch
Yeah, but
dies
she was
from
in
the
a
tornado.
house when that happened.
Was she in a house?
Dorothy, yeah, and the witch ended up under a house.
Yep.
I think she
House
killed the
landed
witch,
on
yeah.
her.
Well, she actually killed the witch's sister.
Oh my god!
Tommy, we're going to Oz!
Ow!
Get him, get him, get him, get him. Nice!
That's cold. It's very cold.
You were like way behind me.
Tom will remember this.
Just delete it from your memory. Oh, we were both shooting
They're
at
both
Tom.
shooting me.
That's pretty brutal. Ass.
Tom remembered this.
Is it to the left or the right of the big TV? I don't know why I just looked at these now.
Oh, yeah,
They're like
the
bronze
vehicles?
AT-2020s.
Oh yeah.
That's all I see. A skewed
Skewed
AT-2020.
AT-20. Yeah, you ruined that for me. What sort of mannerisms are we gonna get? Give Tom. There you go.
I'm Tom. I love it.
Tom.
That expression.
I got stuck.
Thanks.
What happened?
Bryce? Oh my god.
Hello. I am Van Gogh.
What did I say?
Can't wait to see what you guys are doing. I'm locked in. Someone was the dog.
Bryce wins. Bar none. Bryce wins.
Trending. It's trending. What is happening?
Oh no!
Give it back, give it back.
Oh, it was a blowy uppy one. Are there any vehicles down here?
I don't.
There are none. I can't get out.
Oh no!
Warp Star. No, I just got this, man. Can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Trisman with 100 bits.
I like games like this, cause it puts things you never questioned in a new light, like how nitrogen monoxide one expected Calgary having a southern accent.
Why did it take capital N and O and turn it into nitrogen monoxide?
So Z died, and then Grenadier went off, and then everyone was dead. I don't know what happened.
Guys, I have some controversial opinions I'd like to share. Starting with, I think monopolies are a good thing, and we should allow huge corporations to own everything, and that the individual should not have access to anything,
Dude, how do those
be that
boots
property or healthcare. Okay, hold on, now wait. I also think we should flood impoverished areas with drugs in order to make life more difficult for people. What the kind of fucking message is this? What's going on?
I'm breaking the charade. I told him to do his best Ronald Reagan. I meant the voice,
Tom,
not the policies.
Tom, why did you tell me to do that, Tom? What the hell's your problem?
I meant the voice, dude! Ronald Reagan.
I don't know who that is, Tom, but please stop telling me to implement your policies on the public.
What do you mean you don't know who it is? You're talking about his policies.
Sorry that I'm educated but can't do impressions, Tom.
Die then.
Oh my god!
Most valid kill I've ever seen.
Well, I guess it was a little bit of a mistake to.
Keep the roll, Tom.
Oh my god, beautiful. Perfect. No notes. Step into the battle zone. Thank you. I like the idea. Hey, thanks for grabbing my ball for me. Go get it again. Yeah, thanks. Cool. Hey, go get it again. Thanks. Next time you grab a Pokeball, you better sit and beg like a good boy. I didn't know Z was dead. Oh, it's a mushroom.
The worm's coming for you now. The worm wants you now.
No, the worm and I are cool. We have an understanding. Wow!
I need you guys to understand the comedic timing of me asking, did they just die? And you died right after that.
You need to understand the comedic timing of Junk saying, the worm is coming after you, followed by me going, no, the worm and I are cool.
My favorite interaction with Tom is that one time I called him when he was in the bathtub to do a James impression.
Hell yeah.
And he actually answered.
What I didn't tell Ari is that I'm in the bathtub right now. Yes, you caught me in the bathtub! What do you want, Ari? I must say, being in here in this bathtub with the rose petals, scented candles is very nice. And once I'm refreshed, I'll go catch that Pikachu!
Yeah.
Why were you in the bathtub?
I was taking a bath.
No, you're right, my fault.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway. Hey Drew, do you want a phone trap?
I don't know what that means.
Find out.
Oh, you're calling me.
Automated message from the Porygon Political Interest Party, or PPIP for short. We campaign for Porygon issues, Porygon 2 issues, and issues of any other potential Porygon issues such as pensions for veteran electric soldiers, an unfair malignant for the unfortunate events of 16 December 1997. Please vote for us in the upcoming Johto local elections. Thank you ever so much for reuniting me with Pichu, Sklangdump. Next, could I ask you to bring Toxel to me? Toxel? Oh my freaking god! Lazy photo album scrolling! Toxel's an iPad kid!
Leftovers is a funny name for an item, don't you think?
Did you guys just see? Is her eye is acting funny.
Leftovers, are you loved by every mon?
Hey Greg.
Yo.
What the
Your plunger was really good.
I didn't know that would stick to him. I got an achievement for that.
I don't have hair.
He just got tomed.
Haruka?
Because, yeah.
The Blissey just used Bestow and I got a second lucky egg.
Oh my god.
She's Proton John, she's Claire. She gave me an egg. No, you're not doing this again.
Oh.
I never paused the recording. Gonna have to cut all this out. Let's see. What should we listen to next? Ooh, Pikmin 4. I forgot how bad May and Brendan's models look in this game. Bingo! The Kingdom Hearts retranslating goal that never happened? No, I still gotta finish Pokemon too many times before we start Kingdom Hearts retranslated.
Meanwhile, I still need to finish my shiny Deoxys hunt in my Switch copy of Fire Red after getting one in Emerald through RNG manipulation. I need to do it legit now.
I don't. No, Moisty's not supposed to be May. If you, on the title screen, there was, it showed, Wes and Rui alongside, and on the other side was Brendan and May looked not great. Ooh. Talon Overworld. Yeah! Did I really like the Metroid Prime soundtrack? I like Metroid Prime 1 because, like, man. I like it better than, like, I feel like every subsequent Metroid Prime game has kind of gone downhill. Only for one reason.
Today, right, has to be.
It doesn't have to be. Only for the reason that, I like the feeling of, isolation in the first Metroid Prime 1, in the first Metroid Prime game.
Nope.
I don't know how people feel about the other Metroid Prime games, but I'm still of the mind that 1 is the best. Did I get the... Hold on a second. No, I didn't. Okay.
Nope.
I thought I got the same seed on both of them because, like, they both... Excuse me. A lot of similarities were happening. Twig the Viking Hippie, think of the 10 months of Tier 1.
10 months? That's almost a year.
Also, I never realized that the Talon 4 overworld was just a mix of Planet Zebes from the original Metroid. When are you continuing Big Walk? I think next Monday. It was originally gonna be tomorrow, but Z is out of town, so we're gonna wait for him to come back. I think 3 made really good use of the motion controls. Backtracking is kind of a pain in 1. Yeah.
Bingo!
Zelda's room with 63 months to tier 1.
Well, Tom, 5 years and 3 months' time really does fly, but also needs to fucking slow down. Do we have a hard limit when we're forced to make it appear? Nitrogen monoxide, 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 nitrogen monoxide.
Beep, beep, beep. I haven't... At some point, I will have to RNG manipulate. If they do figure out a way... If they do figure out a way to like to transfer all the Pokemon up into the latest gen, then and I RNG manipulated for my Quagsire, well that means I'm starting the process over to get one that isn't, baby.
Nope.
I've been doing things in the background to prepare for what I need to do. And honestly, I think Generation 4's Battle Tower is going to be my biggest hurdle. I'm also gonna do, I did turn off the train AI setting on Twitch, yes.
Nope.
That Pokemon Bank announcement sure resulted in a lot of sodium chloride.
Fendrana Drifts, there we go. I guess it's my streamer anniversary, but like... Man, I set my partner anniversary to be in September. Or I didn't set it, but that's when it is. Wait, I didn't actually hear what Manatee said. Was it sodium chloride or was it nickel? It did say sodium chloride, okay. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This does not want to be caught.
Nope, nope, nope.
Ain't a dope, baby.
Nope, nope, nope.
Tom. Flying Rose of the 100 bits.
The next month can't pass quickly enough for Fortune's Weave to release. Pre-order the collector's edition and will probably take the day off work to play. I'm so excited.
I want to play at least one of the other paths in Fire Emblem Three Houses before Fortune's Weave comes out. Because there's technically 4 paths, right? There's like the one with each of the 3 houses, and then there's one where it's like you side with what's her name, Rhea? Side with the church if you don't aid Edelgard. Lady Edelgard. Ladelgard. I said her name during Colosseum. During the CPU Smash Bros thing. The people behind me thought I said Analgard. Is Fortune Weave the sequel to Three Houses? Presumably it's like a distant future one because Sothis is in it. So this. It could be a prequel as well, correct. Sothis is evil twins, so that.
Nope, nope, nope.
I have 3 opportunities to be disappointed. So this is fair. Well, yeah, that's one of my favorite things that came from that was it's this meme with Whooper, but the Whooper is dressed up like Sothis and it says so this. Calling it today's the day. Hey, Lennon. Hope you're doing well. Baby, baby, baby. Third party doesn't Pokemon. I'd argue that Pokemon is first party, second party at the very least, at the most, because of how much of a stake Nintendo has in Pokemon.
Nope, nope. Nope.
Ah, the nopes. Several nopes. I'm at this for 2 more hours, and then I've got a Pathfinder game. Then at some point I gotta find time to continue doing, the Star Fox Let's Play. Because we're at Venom 2. And that doesn't mean it's over, because I still have challenges, and I still have multiplayer stuff to show off. I'm a barbarian in my Pathfinder game. I'm an automaton barbarian. His name is Chet, but that is a code. It's CH-3T, which stands for Crop Harvester Third Try. CH-3T. Crop Harvester Third Try. The other 2 didn't go well.
Nope, nope.
This is Golden Sun music. I need to check something real quick. No, okay. I need to pull up something real quick on YouTube because it's not on Nintendo Music right now. Hey, you know, you want to know how you could tell that Mario Tennis was developed by Camelot? I can't hear this song or the battle theme from Golden Sun without associating the two. Same composer. Tom. Under Mr. Trisman.
An issue with the Pocket Monsters as of late I have is I miss the sort of attention to charm and detail that the 3D era of Pokemon just doesn't have anymore. Gen 6 and onward puts more focus on battle gimmicks like Megas, Z-moves, Kira types, and the like. Before that, we had Battle Frontiers, the Pokestar Studios, Pokemon contests, shaking grass mechanics, hidden grottos, Pokénov rematches, Safari zones. I honestly could go on. It just seems just like they put glitz instead of charm.
Yeah, I feel like Gen 5 is probably like the best Pokemon games. Because that was when they like put their all into what was essentially the end of the 2D era for Pokemon. Who knows? Maybe Winds and Waves won't have a gimmick. I'm a heartbreaker. My name, Charles. Leaks indicate a gimmick, can't remember what it was. Ah, dang. Oh well.
Nope.
What an interesting time signature this song has. Have you ever encountered a shiny in the GCN games? No. In fact, you're not even supposed to be able to encounter shinies in this game, but due to a programming error, you can.
Nope.
I'll be doing a Sorry Phil next year? Unsure. I guess XD you can get shiny Pokemon, but the conditions and requirements for it are significantly more restrictive. You can only get them from Pokespots. No shadow Pokemon can be shiny. Oh my god. Yeah, Winds and Waves is apparently the first game in a new engine by a new director, so I'm excited about that. My review of Scarlet and Violet is as follows. It is a sloppy, broken mess that desperately needed more time in the oven. It is the most fun I've ever had with a Pokemon game. Heard the Switch 2 patch kind of helps. Yeah, it definitely it's all like the additional power and everything like that of the system that's like really doing the heavy lifting. Like they really didn't fix anything with the game itself.
Nope.
But also like more like Pokemon spawn. Does that make shiny hunting a lot easier? I saw the phrase cheat the shiny and now I'm wondering if I should just like let time expire without RNG manipulation. Just let this be one of my failures.
Nope.
I was unable to get it legitimately, so not at all.
Nope.
It's not illegitimate, but it's marked in the Ribbon Master community. I can't have a stain on the most decorated Quagsire.
Nope.
Maybe they put Colosseum on an SO? And how would I get it to the rest of the Pokemon games in order to make it a Ribbon Master? The shiny hunt is only step 1. Of a long and drawn-out process. So even if and when Colosseum does come to the GameCube NSO, so you can't even transfer the stuff out of XD. The big question is, does Pokemon XD have save states like the other GameCube NSO games? It does. So yeah, if that's the case, then home support is never coming to XD or Colosseum for that matter.
Nope, nope.
Why do save states matter? Duplicating Pokemon. That's like a hard rule that Pokemon has, is that they don't want you duplicating Pokemon. That said, it didn't really stop, that didn't really stop people from duplicating, AZ Floette for people to use in Champions, which I think is fair at that point. If they were to add home functionality to the Pokemon games on NSO, they would have to get rid of save states. That's the only way that they would do that. I think it's partly because it's I think the reason they don't do that for Colosseum and XD is because it's a service as opposed to a game that you bought. That would be my OCD roundabout reasoning for such a thing.
Nope.
Would you like to see a new Golden Sun remaster / remake? Here's the thing. I just want the story to be done.
Nope, nope.
I want there to be an end to the story. If only Dark Dawn didn't bomb. But that also didn't end the story! Cause I thought that Golden Sun and the Lost Age were a duology, and the game would end in the story that was being told at that point would end in the Lost Age, and it didn't! The lost stage was surprisingly short, too. Whoa there, Annie Oakley. I did the DK challenges in my own time.
Nope, nope.
I think the first theme for Jubilee Village is like the best. For some reason, like whenever there's like a theme that adds like more instruments, I find myself longing for like the original one as opposed to the one from like later interpretations. The only exception I have to that is the Yoshi's Island map theme. Gonna go get a donut. Gonna go get a donut, yeah. The DK challenges required Emerald Rush. I don't believe they do. I think there is one mission that's easier if you do have the DLC, but other than that, you don't need it. I hope they do more challenges like that. Not even for the physical rewards, just because it seems fun.
Nope.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna try and knock out as many of the sub goals as I have from the March, from the March, my birthday subathon.
Nope, nope.
Something I want to point out, as well as to, like, why things have been taking me so long recently. I was on Lexapro for depression and OCD. And my short-term memory would just be shot. I don't know if you noticed this in the past, like, year while I was on the Lexapro, or maybe like a little bit beforehand. I would start sentences and then I couldn't think of like how to finish them. I just felt duller and slower. I am currently taking nothing for my mental health right now, which is a risk, but I at least feel like I can function. I'm now petrified of trying new meds. Don't be.
Nope.
Do not be. It can take a while to find the right ones. I'm trying this out just without any meds. If it turns into a problem, yeah, I was on Lexapro for a while, and I was on no, I'm sorry, not Lexapro. I was on Prozac. I was on Prozac before for the past year. I was on Lexapro earlier than that, and I wasn't having a good time on Lexapro either. But it's gonna be a process. You may find the right medication for you immediately, you might not, and it might take a while. Tom. I don't know if Prozac causes short-term memory failure. I don't think it does. That's just something that happened with me. I am not a licensed psychiatrist. There are people to help you with that. And if you are having trouble affording it, look to see if there are programs that can help you. That's a big one.
Nope, nope.
My goal here is to inform, not to scare. Because like I said, I am not a licensed psychiatrist or any sort of psychoanalyst. I'm just explaining my experience with it. I would not like to be the source that people who self-diagnose go to. Weapon to save 3. Sometimes my inputs just stop on that, so I gotta so I have to reset the entire system. Oh, the point I was trying to make though with that was, if you've been wondering why the sub goals have been taking so long, it's because of that essentially. I could theoretically get a 4th save going, but the simplest way for me to do that would be to have another modded Wii U. Though another problem that we'd have with that is that because my capture card only has 4 HDMI slots and the camera takes up 1 of them, I would have no face cam during that. I think I caught a thing. I did.
Nope.
Delete face, become Quag. So I would either not have a face cam, or I'd be doing VTube Studio. I'd rather have the games synced up, so I'm gonna wait on the next one as well before I call it.
Nope.
What if it turns out I'm colorblind and the pink Quagsire's been there this entire time? The only thing I have left to work on for the prep on that on the binging with Babish parody video is what was it? Is to figure out the cheese blend for the grilled cheese. Ideally, like from what I saw in like a binging with Babish video where he did make grilled cheese, is that mixing a cheese blend with gelatin can emulate how American cheese works and feels in the medium of a grilled cheese. Nah, it's tasting with Thomas. Why would you want that texture, though? What do you mean, why would you want that texture? Like, a grilled cheese is like, you gotta make a grilled cheese with American cheese.
Nope.
Plus, with older cheeses, the cheese doesn't melt right. It becomes an oily mess. Gotta have that cheese pull. I'm trying to emulate the texture and mouthfeel of a Kraft single. But having it made out of like Gruyere, Gouda, Parmesan, and cheddar.
Nope.
Oh, we got an ad break. All right, let me throw this Pokeball and then I'll take the break. We're back.
Nope.
Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. 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 Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. At this point, I'm just listening to the Tomodachi Life 3DS soundtrack.
Nope.
This is the hat shop. And perhaps open a hat shop. Ah, but islands, even small ones, cost money. And then... Sorry, it's a quote from a Batman scene that's like weirdly well animated for what it is. And then I saw the actor who played the Mad Hatter in an episode of Columbo. I wasn't expecting him, but there we go. Apparently he's a very well-decorated British actor.
Nope.
Roddy McDowell, thank you. He portrayed the Mad Hatter in Batman very well. Ooh, 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 let's go. I think my favorite, like, Columbo compilation is just the one where he's enjoying food. I love food, and I love watching people enjoy food. There's that one scene from, The Last Holiday starring Queen Latifah, where, like, she's at the really fancy restaurant, and the chef is getting fed up with everybody wanting substitutions in their, in the food that he cooks. And she's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna order everything. Yeah, toot sweet, baby. I like watching people who enjoy making food and people who enjoy eating food get together. One is the artist, the other is the patron who understands them. If anything, I'd say food is probably the art form where it's probably the easiest, shortest bridge.
Nope.
Between the artist and the patron. if you do not have like direct contact with somebody who works on like a canvas or in sculpture and makes like very what's it called? Like out there stuff. Avant-garde isn't the word I'm looking for. But things that are like hard to grasp. It's hard to like to really feel what an artist is doing through the sight of a piece alone. Abstract, thank you. But like taste is on a whole other level. It's incredible because like cooking is probably one of the like the way that like cooking is more or less an art form that was made for other people.
Nope.
Like sure, you can say that like that music was written for other people to enjoy. You can say that like, you know, drawings and whatnot are made for other people to enjoy or like telling a story. But because like food is like necessary to live, modifying the taste of that into something that you know you think that people will like makes it an art form that's truly for other people. Am I making sense?
Nope.
I think I've mentioned this before. One of my biggest fears is being misunderstood.
Nope.
La 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 la. There was one like soundtrack. There's one song I think in the Mario Kart Free Roam that sounds like it's straight from Fiddler on the Roof. Ba-bum-bum. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Nope.
Just 100 bits. Did Manatee not go off? I still haven't updated the VTS Pog thing, so probably why it hasn't been working out. I more so fear being misunderstood for something I may have said and put in the hot seat with no chance to explain myself.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. We started at 8,700 this time around.
Nope.
You think this would go in order of like when you'd see the different maps, but it just goes straight from that just went straight from like Yoshi's Island to the secret levels. Tubular. Yeah, the forest! Spooky forest. Kind of reminds me of something you'd hear in Azumanga Daioh. Cody Harris, thank you for the 77 months of tier 1.
Nope.
With the message saying, Tom, arrive.
Nope. Nope.
Do 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 do. Am I seeing this correctly? 3 instances of the game in once? Yes. One's on the GameCube, one's on the Wii, both running on original hardware and software. The other one is on a Wii U running as an emulator. I can transfer the save file from the Wii U one over to the memory card of a GameCube one. Super Nintendo World made me so happy. I love the Donkey Kong area, but like, in the main Mario area, there's a ton of different like Mario songs that like play like on like a loop. There's not that in the Donkey Kong area. It is one song. I also like the fun little activities you could do everywhere. I haven't been to Universal in forever, and I only went to Super Nintendo Land. Do the other parks have like a lot of interactable things like that? Like, it was a lot of fun being able to like play the bongos in the DK area or punch the blocks. That was awesome. Think the Yellow Burke has more stuff like that with the various dragons give some life, but no real interactions? Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's what makes Super Nintendo Land so fun. It's just the amount of stuff you can interact with. Oh, wait, ground background ska? Yeah, ska!
Nope, nope.
Whenever I hear ska, I'll always be reminded how Real Big Fish composed the English theme song to Rave Master.
Nope.
Welcome to the tale of a land conquered by evil. Aru and the gang and then become the master, and together they must find a way to beat the Shadow Stone. He who wields the sword must then become the master, seeking out the stones with a carrot-nosed dog. Three, two, one, time for revolution! Quest for glory! This is the powers that we own, this is a hero story! Greatest the world has ever known, hey! I was referring to the themed areas as parks, yes. They might as well be their own independent parks. You know what's sad? I'm not even the most popular guy named Tom whose favorite Pokemon is Quagsire. Tom Ska's favorite Pokemon is Quagsire.
Nope, nope.
Whoa, what happened? Hey! Oh, that's a soundtrack I want to listen to.
Bingo!
ITGS 25 with 114 months of tier 1. I got the Golden Mario one. I didn't think they would have it. They had it. So, I was gonna go with Diddy Kong if they didn't have the Golden Mario one, but I took the Golden Mario one. Uh-oh. Wave Race. Yeah, but the only one who knows the way has almost no IQ was a really good line from the Rave Master English theme song. Warm-up time! Follow that dolphin! What will you do when you get the legendary Quagsire? Give it every ribbon possible. There will be spaces for its eyes amongst all the ribbons I'm going to get it.
Nope.
I used a dive ball because I accidentally wasted my my premier or my luxury ball. I mentioned this before. The two things that could make this go faster.
Nope.
Are things that I'm not sure people would bother researching. And those are a save anywhere glitch and the ability to have yeah, save anywhere glitch and the ability to make it so catches are guaranteed no matter what. And I would preferably want to do those without the use of external cheating devices. So if anybody could find in-game glitches to do that, I'd be most appreciative because that would make this go so much faster. Guaranteed catches I know is the Master Ball, but I don't want to put it in a Master Ball. Isn't there Ace in other games that could change the Pokemon from Master Ball to a Luxury Ball? I mean, like, but I didn't catch it with the luxury ball, you know? God, imagine if this hit, like... If, like...
Nope.
So, someone watching this got severely misinformed on what I was trying to do, seeing the timer, and they're like, this person is shiny-headed Quagsire! until Pokemon Bank goes down! And it's like, cool. I'm cool with the publicity, but I'm not doing that. Did I already hit the note for this one? Na, 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 na. Oh, sorry. No big deal. This is that timer is just how long until Pokemon Bank goes down. Mad Riddler with all 300 bits. One day your Quag will come and they will be Pank!
Nope, nope.
I'm not even playing ZA and that still got me. One thing I want to do with crowd control at some point, because they have the disrupts, which are essentially like custom things, is that I want to see, it would probably be Apple, I ask, because she sounds the closest to Diana, but just record you know how I did the limitations thing in the last Hitman stream I did? So imagine that, but Diana coming over my earpiece and being like, hey, the contract is updated, you can't do this anymore. It's essentially the same thing I was doing, but with the addition of somebody actually playing Diana to have the limitations come in. I think this is probably my least favorite track on Wave Race 64. It's a lovely track. It's like a foggy sort of like inland waterway. It's for N64, it's rather lovely. It's such a pain in the ass.
Nope.
Sleepy Ash with the 37 months of tier 1 saying Tom Scream, Tom Pop. It's funny how this song just feels so not Wave Race. Was this that it was like that fortress level, right? Yeah, this song feels so out of place amongst the rest of the Wave Race soundtrack. The rest of it has sort of like this air of like freedom, the wind blowing in your face. This feels so oppressive compared to those songs.
Nope.
What are you gonna do if the bank closes up before you get the shiny Quag? Accept my defeat. And hope that another way comes for me to be able to get them all somewhere. because of the local communication that the Switch 2 has, I'm hoping that can be compatible with the DS's local communication, and you'd be able to trade between the Gen 4 games wirelessly.
Nope.
Oh no, this is the one that's like the fortress. What the heck was that other one? Oh, but then the problem would be that I wouldn't be able to get them from... I might be able to get them from Gen 4 to Gen 5. We'd have to see. You might need a second Switch for that. I'm really hoping it's just... like, they can make it... Considering they did update a couple of things in Fire Red Leaf Green...
Nope.
I could hope they would update things in order to be able to transfer older Pokemon up. Like, they made the, like, what is it? They made the, what do you call them? This sounds like a Vert song, like from Shantae. They made some of the mystery gift event exclusive things workable in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Considering they didn't, I guess like the only replacement for Pokemon Bank could only come from the generation 4 through 7 games being able to trade with the older systems. I'm not saying that the fact that they didn't announce it, like they didn't announce a replacement as like proof that they're never going to do it, but at the same time, that probably means they're never going to do it. I'm not even talking about transferring, I'm talking about trading. Because that would be the best way to get it from the old Pokemon games up to the newer ones. How does Pokemon Sun and Moon work with Sword and Shield? Pokemon Home. Bank to home. That's how you transfer them up.
Nope.
Pokemon SM is a save editor. Oh, okay.
Nope.
What's up, Jiggy? Don't worry, it's okay, Tom, you will win. Something will happen. Na, 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 na. Oh, you're on your phone? I wish I had more Dr. Pepper, 'cause I really like Dr. Pepper. I wish I had more.
Nope.
Yeah, if anybody asks me, like, what number are you hoping you get it at? Let's see, 8817, I think would be great for me to get it at. Oh, that'd be such a funny number, 8817. Everybody knows that 8817 is the funniest number. Golly gee, could you imagine if I got it at 8817? That would be wacky. Oh, okay, let's see.
Nope.
No, well, I guess that I want to get it at 8818. That would be the best number to get it at. The best number for me to get the Quagsire at is always going to be the next one. I'm switching over from the Nintendo Music app because Wave Race made me want to listen to another song or another soundtrack. Yeah! Go play Aero GPX! Yeah, we already missed out on Boob.
Nope.
Oh, dang, I guess 8819 would be the best number to get it at.
Nope.
Oh, I guess 8820 would be the best number. Oh, how wacky! Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. I can't do that here.
Nope. Nope.
Apparently it's my stream anniversary. Suspect there might be some bugginess. My partner, oh boy. My partner anniversary is in September.
Nope.
Wait, this song slaps? Bro, the entirety of the Aero GPX soundtrack is awesome. It's an F-Zero like racing game. What do they call those? There's like a name for F-Zero like racers, like Twitch racers or something like that, because you have to like really like react at a moment's notice. As it has become colloquially known by the community, F-Queero. I'd like to point out that that name came about because some guy's review of the game was that the game was too woke and called it F-Queero. And the developer was just like, that's awesome.
Nope.
Imagine if you had a fae that were, instead of like stealing people's names, they reclaimed insults.
Nope. Nope.
The quest for the pink salamander is ever present.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
There are plenty of Pokemon that haven't been in the Legends games. But it kills me that Quagsire is not in either. Na 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 ya da da da. I mean, like, you could catch Wooper and Quagsire, like, around the area where the Safari Zone is. And the Safari Zone is where you'd primarily catch them, so it's possible they were introduced in the Safari Zone. Na na na.
Nope.
Dang, that one looked like it was securely snagged. God God, I love this soundtrack so much.
Nope, nope.
No, Aero GPX is only on PC. Quagsire is edible? I mean, if Clodsire is any indication, it's probably poisonous in some way. That said, anything is edible once. Oh God. What have I done? I'm really hoping I catch the Quagsire on either the GameCube or the Wii, just because it'd be a pain in the neck to have to transfer the save file off of the Wii U.
Nope, nope.
There probably will be a cap. I do not have a set date for that cap, though. Shroomhilda is such a good name. Thank you very much. Shroomhilda and Slizzard. I tend to name things very bizarrely when I play Pokemon, especially my character. I could set the clock to when I'll do RNG manipulations, but right now it's just set to when Pokemon Bank ends. Yeah, Halpamy is probably one of my favorites. Wow. If God says I never get the shiny, then I never get the shiny. All right, we're gonna take a quick break here. We continue on. Blue. Blue, blue, 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 blue.
Nope, nope, nope.
That's my stream anniversary. Thank you. I'm pretty sure it's not today. That's interesting. Yeah, the Wii U side of this isn't really an exact science. Got me on TV, wow! Yep, you tell him, Moisty, that there's a shiny quag or a shadow Quagsire there. Would you mind telling me if one of them is shiny as well? That'd be swell. Or maybe some Swiss? Boy, that'd be swell. Nintendo. What was it? Nintendo's Genesis? What's Sega Genesis? Minute? Benesis? Nintendo's Genesis Dennis is what Nintendo Dennis is. There we go. Everybody recognizes that slogan. Super Nintendo is what Genesis isn't. Are you? What are you? Are you Pit from Captain N? I just had an idea on how to organize everything better on this.
Nope.
I'll have it ready for next time. What is this? A Gamer Subs Premium Energy? Good? In the form of a cherry slushum. My god! If only I was able to use code MANA at checkout for 10% off! That's what we call superliminal advertising. I just scream it directly in your face. If I had a flavor, what would it be? Manatee. It'd be like an iced tea flavor. It tastes like brisk.
Nope.
If Ribeye ever comes back in Brett's D&D campaigns, there are gonna be so many, like, people that have never heard Ribeye, but who have heard Chuckles, and that's the entire comparison I'm going to get on that character. They sound the same is the problem. Mistress of Snow with 106 months tier 1 saying Quag! Shoot, I knew I used it on both Quagsire by mistake. Bro sounds like Chuckles. He's ripping off Chuckles' voice. It's Chuckles. Oh, Chuckles, 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 Chuckles.
Bingo!
Orion X2, thank you for the 92 months of Prime. Septom, praying for top tier Quagliness to bless you. It's finally able to find work at work after being at work for 12 days now. I didn't know about him when I made the character, okay? I'm glad to be compared to him, but it's like I don't want to be a ripoff or a copycat.
Nope, nope. Nope.
This is my favorite song on the Aero GPX soundtrack. This soundtrack is insane. I don't think I've heard one that's just okay yet. Hell yeah, dude. Aero GPX, now on Steam. I'm not sponsored, I just really like that game. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Nope. I love this song. I love this soundtrack so much, dude.
I don't think I've mentioned how much I enjoy this soundtrack, so I'm saying it again.
But is it as good as Pictionary on the NES?
Nope.
No, dear. Well, Dell seems to think not. Yeah, Dell is a big Tim Follin fan. I don't think Tim Follin was born at the time that, like... At the time the engineer said that particular nope. Team Fortress 2 takes place in the 60s.
Nope. Because they tend to try to like connect all like Valve properties together, specifically Half-Life and Portal, it'd be funny if TF2 was canonical to Half-Life. Tim was born in 1970, yeah. I'm pretty sure TF2 takes place in like 1964 or something like that. Oh my god. Nope.
At the time that Half-Life begins, I guess the reserves of Australium have depleted. The end of the TF2 comics makes me laugh. Because, like, it was right about the Scout being God's gift to women. As the Scout has many ex-wives, and he is a single dad. Yeah, a single dad of several children. I have to wonder though, do you think that the image of God that that the Scout saw who said he was God's gift to women, do you think that was real or just a hallucination? Oh yeah, Jeremy definitely Jeremy's the Scout's name. Jeremy definitely matured after his time in being a mercenary.
Nope.
Probably a hallucination from blood loss. The same comic. I'm sorry, just like the emotional whiplash those comics have. The same comic where the soldier breaks Tom Jones's neck because he wanted to be roommates with an evil wizard that he was gonna torment through the wizard's death and afterlife is the same comic in which the spy disguises himself as Tom Jones so he could tell a dying Scout that he's his father because he couldn't bear it to do it face to face. That said, the Scout ended up surviving, but still. TF2 is weird.
Nope.
I mean, when you want Tom Jones... No. The spy didn't say that the spy was the Scout's dad. As Tom Jones, he just said that he was his father. Like verbatim, like, I am your father, essentially. But because he couldn't, like, bear to, like, tell him in person, essentially. So pretty much the Scout was dying thinking that Tom Jones was his dad. It's not unusual, Tom Jones, yeah. I'm pretty sure the exact words that the scout, that the, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's not that emotional of a scene, because I think the exact phrase that the spy uses while disguised as Tom Jones was that he dropped a sex bomb in your mom.
Nope.
I might be misremembering. That doesn't take away from the fact that he couldn't, that doesn't take away from the fact that the spy wasn't emotionally ready to like, talk with his son, you know? Yeah, and the Heavy is a very surprisingly serious character in TF2 lore. As opposed to the goofy sandwich-eating, bullet maniac we've come to know and love.
Nope.
How does one manipulate the RNG of a shiny? Okay. Get ready for my thesis on this. No, essentially, every time you start up Pokemon Colosseum, it generates a seed. That seed is what sort of determines the randomness that can happen. Give me a second, bring up new music. And someone with more knowledge on this can correct me anytime they feel like it. Go Mario Sunshine. Didn't nope. Note that, so like that. Okay. The way to check that seed is there is a program to be able to do that, where you go into the Battle Now. You go into the Battle Now section. And yeah, so you go into the Battle Now section. I'll show you on here. Go into, I guess like single battle, just whatever's first. And then you enter in these particular Pokemon. It might be double. But either way, you enter in the particular Pokemon you got in the team, and then you keep going out and back in. And that narrows down what seed you got after like maybe like the 4th or 5th time. Then with that seed, there's another program where you enter what Pokemon you want that you're hunting for in particular. And then once the game starts up where you're like in the overworld like this, RNG starts progressing. So then you would use that program to enter in what Pokemon you want. Let me think. That tells you the frame in which you need to start the battle on in order to get that particular Pokemon. Then you enter that into a timer. It's a very specific timer for this. That you start the second you start up the save file, like the frame you start up the save file. And when it runs out, you better be entering that battle the second on the frame it runs out. And then that'll determine whether you got it. The problem with this area in particular is that the NPCs walking around change how the RNG works. But that is essentially how you RNG manipulate a shiny in this game. There are easy places to do it, there are hard places to do it. Anyone know what music was playing before this? It was so freaking good, I really want to check it out. That is the Aero GPX soundtrack. Aero spelled like the British candy bar, A-E-R-O GPX.
Nope.
Yeah, Pirate's one of the worst because of all the visual noise, yes. There are several areas in which people aren't walking around and causing the RNG to advance at random intervals. I'm oblivious tutorials on it. Yes, that is where I fit. That is how I figured out how to do the RNG manipulation. One of the things you could do for RNG manipulation is just like a little fun thing. Is you can turn this down just a touch. Whoops. I didn't mean to go to next. Is that you could generate what your trainer ID is. Unfortunately, it doesn't go past like 56,000 something because of bits. Because of bit values.
Nope.
So unfortunately, you can't make your trainer ID boobs. You can make a boob with a 0 at the beginning of it.
Nope.
But it's a whole thing. It's difficult to execute, but believe it or not, it takes less time than what I'm doing now. Yeah, Metagross is arguably the worst Pokemon in this game to shiny hunt for.
Bingo!
Bingo! The Robes Gallery. Think of the 5 months of Prime saying, hope you acquire that sire, Tom. I really want to acquire that sire.
Nope.
The hell? I didn't realize that the noise was like percussion when I originally played Mario Sunshine. I thought it was like I thought the level was making that noise. Cause a lot of it does sound like it'd be very like clockwork. I'm glad everybody that got their Manatee plushes have been enjoying them. Oh, well, I'm late for D&D. I'm late for Pathfinder, aren't I, Drew? I just looked, I saw you in there and I realized, what time is it? Yeah, I'll be there shortly. My bad.
Nope, nope.
We'll finish up on the GameCube and then I'll call it. Do what you gotta do, man. I am so sorry. I got carried away. This could be the run. I only have 6 months left! Or 4,564 hours! Why is there a hard time limit? Because that's when Pokemon Bank shuts down.
Nope.
Dang. All right, so much for that. As you can see, I've been blue-balled. I will have to look at fan art next time because, like I said, I'm late. So let's find somebody to raid. Did Miss A just go live? What number did we end at? 8,860. Raid Miss A. Yeah, she just started, so give her some of that Tomaturgist love, and I will see you all back here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna play Big Walk tomorrow, so I think I'm just gonna I'm definitely gonna start off the stream by continuing the shiny hunt, and then we'll probably jump into more Pokemon Too Many Types 2, because I think we're getting close to the end on that. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Later.